morning to you all. Morning. Good afternoon to you all. Sorry, it's a day of hoodie on. It is howling outside. Howling, cold, windy. Not very nice here in Sydney. All right, let us see what's going on. I'm going to Rob, Jeff. Hello to you all out there, and I hope you're having a really good week. Hang on, one sec. Plug the phone in. Go, Daryl, Mitch. All right, what do we got? Welcome. We're going to do a quick scan through everything today, and see just what we've got there. A little bit bunged up today for some reason. Just blocked nose. Anyway, if I sound a bit nasally, that's why. Apologies for that. Okay, so we pushed up through 50,000. What was the high? 50,600 thereabouts. Go, Mitch. We got to move more. We got to see more upside. Otherwise, it's going to be well, I don't know. If we don't get moving higher and we continue to sort of flounder, and it's probably easier to see. I mean, first of all, the daily here, it's divergent, this high to this high. Look, divergence right there, clear as day. The 4 hours, was it yeah, slightly, but it's divergent anyway. And I was sort of hopeful to see today, and we may still get it, that we move and break the high here and push on. Of course, the day's starting off with a bit of selling off in this weird little dip here. About $1,000 or just shy of $1,000 that fall, or something around that sort of figure. What is that for? I just want to have a look here. Yeah, just shy of 1,000. So a lot of the market, I feel at the moment, is just sort of hanging on and seeing where we're going to go to now. What's Bitcoin going to do? We've obviously seen a very strong number of weeks on Bitcoin and across the top 10, and many alts for that matter have had some fantastic performances. It's just, you know, are we going to see another run like this and we're only at this part? That'd be nice. Or are we going to see a pull? It's really hard to get a gauge for it right now. It wouldn't be out of the question to pull back. Not by any stretch. So, yeah, really hard to call Bitcoin at the moment. And it's just because, like, this is the way that I trade. I'm a trend follower. I follow trends. And that's why, you know, there's been a lot of great reports of people coming out having done so well because the trends have been good of late. And just another one. For those of you that have been through the course, that have been in the community, that have been trading these strategies, do you want to let people know in here now how it's been going for you? Because I had somebody point out some testimonial. I think we might have had the same testimonial there or something like that. And I said, come in here and have a look at what others are actually doing straight from their mouths. So let us know how you've been going, or at least your experiences, if you wouldn't mind. Right now, let's go ahead and have a look at our purpose. As you can see, the top 10 has pulled back slightly. Recovered a little bit in the last couple of hours, or the last hour or so. Let's have, where am I going? Here. Now, I'm currently in 1 inch. I got this yesterday in here. On that, was it 16 hour? I didn't get 1-to-1. Close. I'm still in that, so not much to speak of right now. And I think what we're going to see is, I'm hoping that we might get some little flat levels, to be honest. Been going very well, mate. 7 trades on at the moment, all risk-free. Moving stops up on the time frame and sit on. There you go. Jeffrey, well done, mate. I love hearing that sort of stuff. It's fantastic. Good on you, mate. Well done. Right, we've got a little flat level up here. Thanks, Brendan, or two Brendans. There's resistance there Yeah, I'm bunged up. I don't know why, but today I've just sort of a bit nasally. Resistance, 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 resistance. No push through at this stage. Yeah, Daryl's killing it. You can see. Is there a time frame that's starting to look good there though? Sheesh. Kane, 26 wins, 7 losses since July 1st. 24th of August. Sheesh. That's good going, mate. Well done. that's really good going. And thank you for sharing your stories too, because these are the people that are actually doing it. It's not just me that's been doing it for 16 years. These are the people that have gone through down the program and that sort of thing. So here's your testimonials here. Mitch said, as a true novice, my success rate has skyrocketed. I still make silly mistakes, and I have entered a few bad ones rushing. Currently, I have 9 risk-free trades running. Excellent. No, not got COVID. I actually don't even have cold symptoms. For some reason, I'm just all blocked. That's why I sound nasally. Okay, so resistance is there. I want to see us push. I'm actually going to put that in. I'm going to make a blue list, because if it does build up into that, if it continues to consolidate and that range tightens up a bit more, that could actually be a good breakout, or possibly even, if it push above and a pull back in. But for that reason, as it's pushed up again, I'm going to put that in, the first one in our list for the day. Cardano. Starting to pull back all right there. Let's have a look at that. Ooh. Bullish candle right there in that cradle zone on Cardano. Good on the 4 hour as well, so that matches up. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that coming into the end of the hour. Nothing there on ALCX, it's just sideways. Algo, I think I looked at this morning, but yeah, because we go low to high. Didn't really make it. 2 positions still. Current imitating mud crab sideways. 9 wins, 14 losses, just negative overall, so just down. And look, mate, to be breaking even after only being in this for, I think, 2 months? I think it is for you, mate. That's good, because it shows that you're able to manage your risk. And from there, you're able to just grow. And it does take some time, but for you to be at that point already, that's pretty good. The risk management side is the most important thing there. Okay. Alpha. If it cleanly pulled back a little bit further, little bullish candle there would be great. It's just sort of whacked itself out, got a bit weirdo. Gonna leave it. All right, I was looking at altcoin perp this morning on this 15. I think that might, yeah, it's kind of, it tried again, then it's fallen, but I'm going to take that out of my other list. That being said, get rid of that. Let's have a look here. Okay, 4 hour. I suppose my biggest concern here is that we've really gone high, low, and then high. So I'm going to leave it off for that reason. And I am focusing on good trends. There's nothing there on OEV. Atom perp. Let's have a look at that in the 8. It's been pretty consistent. Is there a point where you close a sideways position like Terry's 3 candle rule? No, not for me. I mean, I'm still in flow. I've just been waiting. You've got to be in it to win it. I like Atom, but it's going to have to be the 8 hour, and I'd love to see it off at $20. I will pop that in for now. 8 or 12 possibly, even 16. But the 8, yeah, the 8's time frame there. If it comes back a bit more, I think the 4 hours a little bit bangy. So I'll have that in for the 8. Audio, nothing there. AVAX. Having another little bounce. That's had a heck of a run, hasn't it? What is that run from back here? 4-1. Very nice. And that was from back in sort of a month ago. 4 times your money in a month. Not bad, eh? Nothing there at the moment, though. AXS is sideways. Badger, not real good. Kaz, it's lovely to see one of the ladies pop up. Love the course, has allowed me to hit the road and travel permanently. Trading when Wi-Fi is good. I didn't think about that. This week, 2 runners, 2 great wins. 2 sitting at 1-1 and 2 losses. That's a good week. Haven't quite finished the course, so holding off at the moment. Should be good by the end of the week. Good stuff, Alexis. Welcome. All right, on to Balancer now. It's been a bit chippy choppy. Not overly impressive there. I'm going to move on. Band. Stepping out. But no cyclicity. But it really looks like it wants to move lower, doesn't it? I mean, you've got this lower high here. How far has it actually moved? Looks pretty big. Not right. Okay. I'll leave bow. Bat. It's got to, again, like Bitcoin, I want to see it get up. Oh, should be careful how I'm swinging my arm there, aren't I? I want it to go up. Not up. Nothing there. Go Niels. Nothing really of interest there. Bitcoin Cash. That daily has got to take out this high for it to really get some momentum. Now, Binance, that had a cracker of a day yesterday, 11%. If you have a look here on this 4-hour, a little bit of a glitch here, sort of low to high. But if we absorb that with the 8-hour, now I'm not going to put this in the watch list. Now, this was a candle that I saw yesterday. Really liked the look of it, but didn't have that... didn't really have the 8-hour trend. We went higher, low, higher, high. Then we went low to high, and that's why I didn't take that. Didn't fit the rules. But if it gives me an 8-hour pullback, I'd definitely be keen on that. Just going to have to wait, though. Bancor, not much there. BSV, still very much crab walking. So's BitTorrent without a real tradable resistance level. Cake Perp, another one to throw in there on the 8. There's another cradle. I mean, let's see why I use this strategy. Bullish candle, convergence, break the high, move. Bullish candle, convergence, break the high, move. Again, perfect setup there, move. Again, perfect setup there, move. Messy, 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 pull back. Bullish candle in the cradle, move. That's what it is. So the 8-hour, I'm not going to put it in now because it's got some time to go. But you can see just how often these trades set up. And it's good. It's really good. Nothing on Chili's, I don't think. No, I can't justify that. There is some resistance ahead. And it's not major, but it's kind of there. Question. Cobb strategies are amazing and have helped me in a big way. Question. Cobb, I've been avoiding lower liquidity coins as my balance have grown on FTX. How do you go about trading these with a larger balance and pretty bad slippage? I don't. So as your account balance grows and your 1% starts to become, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 US dollars each trade, you are going to need to factor that in to what you can trade. The more thin markets I won't touch, and I just look at the chart. Is that thin? No, it's pretty good. So one that we'll just give you an example. Was it Arweave, I think, or Ample Force? Something like this. See how it's got that spike and flat little dot. There's not much going on there. So I won't touch those sorts of things, mate. Oh, yum. Yeah, I won't touch those. But you can have depending on the platform that you use, you can have a, what's it called? A stop limit. And what it does is you might say, right, 500 is the place at which I want to be filled. But between 500 and 502, you can fill me within there. So you're giving yourself a bracket of how much slippage you're prepared to take. That's to get in. To get out, you want to have a stop market, so you get taken out and you may get slippage in that regard. So just be careful of that. But there are some ways of doing that. We talk about that a bit in the community or in live trading floor at least anyway. The question about Chile's 2 hour, bit of resistance there, not really of interest to me at this time, sorry. Comp is sideways. Convergence, not much happening. Cream is very flat, and still, here we come, back into that level. There is no short trade in and around there at this stage, however, so not much really to do. Crypto stepping out. Crypto.com, I mean. Nah, a bit patchy, scattered, chance of rain. CRV. Again, it's kind of got to push on a bit further. Give us a little bit more meat and potatoes. Dash. Low to high, so kind of doesn't fit the two. It gets a bit messy through here, but there's clearly a bit of something. I don't know. It's not going to go on the list yet, but I might do a scan later on. And if we're back into a little bit deeper, probably for me to be comfortable there with Dash. It's been on a great run. Look at the consistency of the move. Very, very good consistency. Now, I don't know if there was an opportunity to get into that. Let's just have a quick look at that. I don't recall there being one. Look, there was a cradle there, but realistically, at the time, that would have been a big candle to me. So, no. Oh, don't forget, guys, please do like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. That would be a help. Okay, Dawn is sideways. DeFi also sideways. It needs to pop up through that top. Dent sideways. But let's have a look at this quickly. There's not really anything there. I mean, you can see that it's tried. I mean, we've got a high here, then here, but they're all at different levels, so they're not exact, they're not precise, so it's not a breakout. So for me, we move on. DMG, it's never any good, and you can see that by, look how thin it is. If I got, that's on the 4 hour, look at the 15. Yeah, nah. No, thank you. Dodo had that little bullish candle right there. There's a bit of resistance just in and around here. A bit of a region. It wasn't too bad. Either way, I'm taking it out of my list now because it's just got nothing there that kind of grabs my attention. I'll leave it alone. Doge sideways. Dot sideways too. Dragon has to step out, move higher, and a lot of the market is in that position. Look at Elrond after a great run. Look at this. If I look at this on the daily with you, this is smooth price action. Now, of course, that's racing off on the daily, but what you'll see this, it's nice and smooth. Now, I'm not suggesting that there was lots of opportunity through there for trades, but it's smooth. Now, look what's happening. See how it's got smooth, and now it's like, it's all over the shop, you know? So, with it being a bit all over the shop, it doesn't really sort of give itself to good trading options, and that's what we're seeing on that 4 hour, very messy. Do you think trends have a typical amount of waves before they get messy? Example, would you prefer to enter after a couple of waves rather than say after 5 plus? It's a damn good question. I like an early pullback, you know, after, like let's use this engine chart as an example. We got a higher low, a higher high. It got messy again, but as we've pushed up this pullback, I'd still see that as being a relatively early pullback. I will take, like Cardano before we looked at that, it's already had a big run. I will still take those trades because don't forget what we're doing here is we're managing our risk at all times, and nothing's stopping me from going, okay, well, I'll take 0.5% risk or less, whatever. But when there's momentum, we trade that momentum. We're using our MACD as well to help us to, indicate if it's losing some momentum. So I don't have a problem, and I do have a preference. I like an earlier pullback, but it really just comes down to those checklist rules. I love a bunch of bonus factors being hit if I can, like especially pulling back to an old support or resistance level. That really helps me there. Hey, Phil. Okay, hey Michelle. Engine. So it has blasted right off. Let's go lower on this. Ooh. It's kind of falling just outside at the moment. What did I do to get my risk back to 1%? Took a heap of profits off the table, so the way my my account wasn't as big. But yeah, I mean, I just backed off. I took a bunch of profits between, I think, we were sort of between 62 and 58. And I took some more lower as well, and I took some again recently on some moves that I've had. So yeah, it's the by having taken a wedge of profits, it has made my 1% decrease because I don't count my stable coins because that's my money. I see that as my money as opposed to my trading money. That's like money in the bank money. So yeah, that's how. Question again. I'm finding when I trade the higher time frames, 8, 12, 24, using 1%, I'm getting stopped out, results in a bigger loss compared to low time frames due to the larger trading range. What's something I can do about... Let me just read it again. I'm finding when I trade higher time frames, using 1% and getting stopped out. Oh, okay. I think it might be, when you say larger trading range, you mean time span. So, for example, if you're trading a perpetual contract, as an example here, you will pay, you'll get paid some fees on some, you'll be charged fees on others, and depending on your direction as well. So if you're in a trade for 4 or 5 days, that rollover fee will come onto your loss, I suspect. I suspect that's what you're seeing there, Brendan. Um, Whatever platform it is that you're focusing on there, I'd go in and have a look, perhaps possibly even ask them the question there. But yes, it does happen. But there are others, like for example, me being long in Flow at the moment. I think I've been in it for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm being paid interest. So it depends on the interest. If I've got that right for the question that you've asked, it'll depend on the interest rate and what goes on with that. Okay, Ethereum right here. Jeez, it looked solid for a pop yesterday, didn't it? Let's look at that 8. Oh man, go, just go. We've got this higher low, we've got this high, but we're just getting a bit stuck. If we can see this market go, pop, it's going to look so glorious coming out of that consolidation range. I mean, it's not done it yet, obviously. The 4 hour, we got a lower high, low, so it's not going to be tradable there. But that 8 it looks ripe for a run. I just hope it happens this time around. There's nothing really there for me to put into the watch list, but it's trying. 8 hour here on exchange perp, but again, it's got to step out further. Look at these cradles again. Got to find a good one. On feeder, the old bottom feeder. I can leave that. Oh. Filecoin, no. Flamingo. The problem I got with Flamingo is really just it got real messy here and it's extended. If it pulls back, maybe tomorrow morning could be decent, but narrow. So yeah, here's the flow example that I just gave you, mate. I got long over here now. I've hit my first target and I've moved my stop up and I'm in pretty good profit on it. But the beauty of being able to hold this is that I can just let it run. It's not costing me anything. Another way to avoid some of those fees, if you are going for a higher time frame position, maybe a daily, you can use the futures contract if you are looking at trading along those lines. If you're using spot, well, the rollover there isn't anything. It's you just hold the shares. Oh, sorry, hold the crypto. Okay, Phantom. How I wish I took that right there. Any other time frame of interest? Not right now. FTT, kind of similar to Ethereum in the sense that we had a great run and now it's kind of sideways. It's got to do more than that. It's got to kick up and through. It's got to get through that little bit of resistance there. Is it tradable? I don't know because there is a bit more resistance up here. Yes, the fees should be less. You're quite right there, Ash, because the fees should be less on a higher time frame position because your stop's likely going to be wider and your position size smaller, whereas on lower time frames, your position size, as in contracts, will be larger, but your stop will be smaller. But it may be the duration for the duration of holding a lower time frame trade. You're not in it for as long, whereas a daily you're in it for longer. By the way, it appears that the scammers have come back. If I'm not going to send you any crypto, so just ignore anyone that's suggesting that. By the way, there is no Trader Cobbs. Trader Cobb with a single B. There is one Trader Cobb, and it's COBB. Anything else, if they're hitting you up on anywhere, they are not me. Not the fees. The losses I incur on getting stopped out since an 8-hour candle range is larger than the 1-hour candle range. If I get stopped down the 8-hour, the loss is bigger compared to a 1-hour. Even if I risk the same percent. Yeah, that does seem very strange because I'm trying to work out why that would be, and I just that doesn't make sense. Look, I would contact the platform that you're trading with, just because based on your two examples there, or your two, or letting me know of what you're experiencing, I can't see any logical reason for that I've got. Yeah, Kane's saying the leverage might be wrong. I don't know, mate. I would definitely get in contact with the platform you're trading with there because it doesn't sound right. That's for sure. I'm with you on that. Ooh, helium. There's a bullish candle right there, and it's coming off at $25. Two things that I normally really like, but the problem I've got is the trend's not all that good, is it? I mean, it's stepping out, don't get me wrong, but we're going from low kind of to high without any real clean pullback apart from this one here. So for those reasons, I'm going to have to leave it. Holy, would like to see that pullback on the daily. Holo, not much happening there either. Horby, so as Bitcoin's holding around that 50 and consolidating, we're seeing, how many more are we seeing like that exactly? You know, just sideways at the moment. And that's not the way we trade. Again, human scape, very thinly traded, no interest at all there from me. IOTA needs to send it further. Carver, nothing of interest there. Kin, nothing of interest there. Kyber, again, we're lacking cyclicity through here. We're just sort of grinding, and we're not doing it very prettily. Not in a very pretty way. Look, not really into that. Kusama, let's have a look at that in the 8 and 12. Nope. 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 If anything, you might be long on the 16, but it's not there now. Leo, never trade Leo. Well, I never trade Leo. Lena, not much to do there either. Link, again, you know, waiting for Bitcoin. What you going to do, Bitcoin? What you going to do? Hopefully it does that. Hopefully Flow does that. Hopefully 1inch does that. Hopefully something that I'm in does that. Again, this is good cyclicity here. Da, 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 and then whack. It's just kind of gone a bit big, a bit juicy. I'm not into that. Litecoin, it's got to get up through that resistance. Again, a very similar chart to that of what we saw on Ethereum. Luna's pulled back in and moved again. Let's have a look at this lower. Nah, there's really nothing to work with there. Thanks, Alexis. Catch you later. Matic, no, they're mid-perp still. We're consolidating, got to get through. Just waiting to see that next kick. If we can get that next kick, we're going to have heaps on. Like last week, good week. Start of this week. Well, it's the start of this week. It's still only Tuesday. Now with Nia, a big day there on Sunday, I think it was. Saturday, I think it was. 40%. Damn. Oh. There was an opportunity right there. When was that? 6 o'clock, 9th. And another one over here. Oh, that's right. I remember that. The 2 a.m. Probably one that Brian got. Okay. Neo. Nice little move there on Neo, coming out of the daily cradle zone. Let's have a look at what it looks like lower again. 1 hour, no. 2 hours, not going to be any good. I can leave that alone. OKB is still sideways. OMG, quick sticky beak up here. The 4, we're kind of going low to high. Question, g'day TC. I usually chart a coin paired against USDT. How come your charts are always perp? They're not. My perp charts are perp, but you'll see here, these are my Bitcoin pairings. So against Bitcoin, and here are my USDT pairings. I like to trade with margin and liquidity, and this is the list that I like to trade from. So I do, when I do my live trading floor scans 5 days a week on myself and my team, we look across all of them. It's not just about margin. And this is the thing with using perp is it is effectively, a stable coin. So it kind of ticks both boxes. If you see it here, it's also going to be against USDT more or less. So, same thing. I can't do OMG because the 2 hours got that bullish candle there. Yes, call that a little pullback if you wish, but look at the 4 hour. If we double up that time frame to have that trend in play, we kind of go low to high, so that's why it's not there. Sol's going again. Hey mate, done the course and just getting started trading on FTX. Is your trading account balance made up of Bitcoin or USD AED or doesn't matter? Doesn't matter, mate. You can tick that box to make sure it's just used as collateral. Whatever you want there. So you can hold it in crypto if you want. Yep, I'll get to Ocean. I'll have a look at Ocean. Not one I typically look at, but I will do. You'll just need to let me get through this one, please, so I can get through this list. Ontology had a really nice pullback and it's continued on well. Unfortunately, nothing to sink my teeth into there, nor an orbs. It's very thin. How do I know it's thin? Because I see the spikes, and when I go like this, you'll see. Ta-da! That is not what a liquid market looks like. Okie doke. Oxy, the same. Look, is pretty quiet. No, thanks, Oxy. Not traded that before. Gold. Gold is a very liquid market. It's not here. I would not ever trade gold here. Ever. Not enough liquidity. Perp. Again, nothing really there. Priv perp. Now, this made the list this morning because we did have a higher low, higher high. So before the question about the amount of, waves in the trend, something like this, here's the first clean, first clean pullback. Second, here's the first opportunity within that trend. I love that. After a big reset, this is I love that sort of first or second pullback. Just to sort of come back to a question that was thrown up a little while ago. Pundi, no. Cutum needs to push on again. Ray, a little ray of sunshine on a cloudy day, which is what we have. Nothing there. Reef. Big maybe. Oh, I remember now. So this morning on the scan we were looking at that. I don't think the candle was quite so big then, but the problem is, you do have a little bit of pullback here on the 4, but the 8 hour, there is no pullback, so it wouldn't fit the rules. So therefore, we move on. Ren's got to push harder, faster, longer, stronger, whatever that song is. No. RSR, nothing of interest. Rune. Now, this was a little belter from yesterday. Again, I said before, the pullback into an old level. Through here, ding, 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 a pullback, a bullish candle, a pop. Beautiful, well traded for many out there in my community yesterday as well. I've liked the first opportunity after the moving averages cross into the right direction. Yeah, you look, mate. You know, more and more, the more trading you do, the more you'll sort of find your own flow and style. So it'll just take some time. Don't forget the motto of this business, TRADERCOBB.com, because experience matters. That is the logo, but it's to help you become the best trader you can be. So these methodologies, these teachings, it's a great place for you to get going, to use it, but you're naturally going to evolve into, you know, maybe not scaling out at 1-to-1 every time. I've got a responsibility to try and make sure everyone's risk is kept to a minimum, so they stick around and have some time to learn. You're going to work it out. It'll take some time, but you'll get there. Cradle strategy works on daily or 2-4 hours, any time frame at all, any time frame at all. So coming back to Casey's question about RSR, look, we go low to high, higher low, slight high. I'm not liking where it's sitting right now. I want to see that flow with a clean pullback, and at the moment it's a little bit messy up there for reserve rights on that 8-hour time frame, so that's why it's not there. James, are you talking about with a trade, or are you talking about an investment when your question relates to profit? Because I'll never tell you what to do, but I can certainly help you with certain ways to think. Ooh. Again, bugger. Pretty big candle there, eh? 16. I'm toying with the idea here of the 8, that bullish candle, right? There's a higher low, higher high, pulling back, and this is the section of chart that is of relevance, right? Because that's the reset of the new trend through here. Up, back, up, now we're trending. The major question, excuse me, I've got is on the 16. Yeah, I guess there is a little pullback there. I'm gonna put that in. Keep an eye on that for later on. Synthetics, no, bit of a mess. Solana, 3.89%. That has had a cracker of a move. I wish I was buying that down there for 88 cents. Basically 100x. Anyway, Serum pulling back. I'd really like to see this come off maybe a bit harder and give us a little bullish candle down here. It's not done that, so it's got time to wait. Stormex, no, nothing really of interest there. Storage the same. It's got to get up through these highs right here. STX stepping out a little bit. Sushi. Still in sushi from back here, but nothing really going on there. Swipe again, just a little bit. It's struggled to that resistance and it's held just above. It's not really having a good time. Oh, let me just do one more thing here. All right, one more. I mean, there is a pullback, there is a move higher, there is a bullish candle. Is this a sort of candle that I see as being a great opportunity? Not in my eye, no. So I'll leave it. Theta's finally starting to get a little bit of momentum out of there. Let's go to that too and just see. Unfortunately, most of the move was in one candle, so we're not going to have much good cyclicity there. I will leave it. Nothing on Tomo, nothing on Trutron. No, still sideways. Uniperp, sideways. Uniswap, sideways. Got to get above there. Not doing it now. VeChain, no thank you. Waves, no thank you. And NEM, and not yet. Got to kick up a little bit more. Same with Stellar. Now, Monero's had a pretty good run over the last week or so, hasn't it? Consistent, strong days. It's got a while to wait, but it is coming into that region. Yeah, it's still a little bit helter-skelter. I'd like to see it 300. Let's see how that matches up on the 4 hour. Yeah, there she is down there. Look, I'll pop it in for it to pull back in. That would be really nice on Monero. We do have some momentum. The daily is not trending. The daily does not need to be. We need the 8 to be with us. Let me just double check we've got that. Oh. Per. One quick, yeah, as a matter of fact. One candle does not constitute a pullback. Little tiny one. Yeah, I'm not going to have that in right now. It just doesn't quite fit for me. It doesn't have that very easy. You know, when I'm looking at a trade, I want to be able to go, oh, well, yeah, I have to take that one. That fits perfectly. That's a really good trade. I didn't see that on Monero. Okay, for the person who asked for Tezos, here it is. Okay. I'm not sending bonuses. I am not giving people free crypto. No, no, no. Ignore those people. All right. Cracker of a run. Let's go lower. Again, the cyclicity is not really that great, is it? I mean, look at it. It looks strong. If the 4 hour comes back, then yeah, sure, I could look at that. But I think the 8 hour might actually snooker us here because there isn't really a trend, so I can't do much with Tezos. I mean, look, it's great to see it going up, but it needs to give me some better cyclicity. So when you take profit, you'll have recouped your investment plus profit. Yes. I've already gone through Algo. I can jump back quickly, but I've got to look at Ocean as well. Quick pop here on DeFi money, but again, there's not really too much to work with there until we really clear it. Maybe a pullback into 4,400 or something like that, but again, it is going to take some time, and it's not going to be any time soon. Zcash. Now, this was a little bit this morning. Bullish candle, boom, hit 1-to-1 really quickly. It's just a shame it's pulled back really fast, but that was in the list, and that was the result. For those that took it, well done. Zilliqa, again, needs to do more than that. ZRX needs to do more than what it's doing and continue that cyclicity in motion. If we look at the 8 here, maybe a little bullish candle off of there, but well, there's 2 of these. Yeah, that's definitely the one. Look, I'll pop that in. What's the 16 going to show? Yeah, that fits all right. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Now, Algo. When we get trades on many coins, but the problem is when Bitcoin goes down, all the traders will be losing trades. What should we do in this case? Well, as always, you stick to your plan. A huge part of what we teach is not just about reading a chart. It's about managing a trading business. That's the big difference. You've got to be able to consistently make money and consistently hang on to it. To have too many trades open at any given time, it's completely easy to manage that. Completely easy. And the way that you do that is by having risk parameters. How much open risk at a time are you willing to have across, long and shorts? Because you've got to understand that there will be directional confluence. Directional correlation, and there will be market correlation. So it's about managing your positions and managing your risk appetite when you're doing that. Again, really simple to do. You make the plan, you stick to the plan. Bob's your uncle. Now, I'll go back, have a quick look at Algo because we covered that at the beginning. For me right now, it's not made the list. It's just not really got a great trend. We go down and go up. We're a bit chippy choppy all over the shop. Not much goodness. Now, Ocean, USDT. So this is not margin. This is spot. Is that what it's called? Ocean, as in you spell out the word ocean. Yep. Oh, whoever pointed that out, well done. Jeepers creepers. What's that move? Yeah, that's it, mate. You've got to preserve your capital. That is number 1 rule. That's 2.5. Looks more than that, doesn't it? Okay, let's work away from that now. That's the 8 hour. Looks pretty special to me. It's a good trend. That 8 doesn't look bad. I probably want to step it up to the 12 here and get it back in a bit further, but looks pretty damn good. Well done. What was the other one? There was one more. OMI. I'll go the Binance option here. Hit the 4. It's a bit messy. Oh, this is very similar to one of the ones we looked at before. Huh? OMI is, okay, that's what OMI is go is. Okay, I was going to say it's very similar to what we just looked at. Yeah, we looked at that. OxyPerp. O-X-Y. Perp. But the problem is with oxygen is this. Very, 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 very thin. You know, it's an extraordinarily thin market, and that's my major concern with trading Oxy. All right, so let's see what we've got in that list so we can wrap this up. Okay, dokay. AVE. Now, I'm watching this for the potential for a breakout. If you know what the breakout is, good on you. If you don't, well, you won't know. So, look, it's got some time to play into it. The 4 hours probably the time frame I'm watching at the moment. I'm just waiting to see if it sets up. Of course, if it breaks above before getting a trade, pullbacks in could be worthy. Cardano, it needs to be mentioned and considered on that 4 hour. It needs to be mentioned and considered also on the 2 hour. I'd actually like to see it come a little bit further if that were to be possible. See how we go. Atom, stepping now down to the 8, a little bit deeper into the 20. Sorry, not the 20, into 20. Now, I don't care what time frame, as long as it's 8, 12, or 16, into that $20 mark with that round number could be very good. It's going to take some time, though. I will remind you of that. Oh, sorry. Big yawn. What are we looking at here? That's right. We're looking at the 8 here. Weird little pullback, bullish candle in that cradle, holding that level. That could be good in 4 hours and 10 minutes. And MDV, yeah, no, it doesn't mean anything. It's just an index. Whoops. That would be on the 8 hour, a little bullish candle off of here. So look, realistically, we don't actually have that much. We don't have that much at all right now. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. XRP, I've already covered that. That's why I was wondering why. Oh, maybe I chose. Okay, I'll try that again. Maybe I chose. Oh, I chose that. That's why. Yeah, silly me. Yeah, nothing there. Not enough data. There's no trend. There's absolutely nothing of interest. XRP. Like I said before, when I went through it, it's sideways. It's a mess. Now, Bitcoin's starting to make some gains here, starting to carry a little bit more up. Congratulations, iPro Paving, getting into it. If that's your first time into crypto, then welcome to the party. I hope you do well. I want to see Bitcoin push above these highs. Now, for us to see Bitcoin push above this high here, I think we'll see the rest of the market start to kick. And if we are to see the market start to kick, we're going to see a lot more trading opportunity coming into the back end of the week or middle of the back end of the week. Now, of course, you know, at the very beginning of this, a lot of people went through and talked of their successes and what they've been going through and how the experience has been after doing the courses and being trading and being in the community or whatever it is that they're doing. So go back through and have a look at that if you're questioning about whether or not we can do this or not, and whether or not you can do this or not, because normal people like me doing normal things like them and getting extraordinary results is happening, but there does need to be a level of commitment there from you to do that. And the reason why there's been a lot of success of late is because those trends have been very, very good. Now, if we can see Bitcoin push up above this high and start to run on, we'll see those conditions return again, and there will be a lot more opportunity, because it's not about taking trades every day. It's about taking good trades and taking your time to know exactly what it is that you're looking for. Have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Hopefully without a bunged up nose. Stay safe out there, because I'll tell you what, it's a pretty easy day to stay at home. Great day for Netflix. Not so much trading action going on right now, but you have a good day. Catch you later. Bye for now.